To escape the relentless pressure from his mother, Liam told her he liked men. The lie was meant to be a shield, but it became a catalyst. His mother, horrified, sought out the town's renowned artisan apothecary. She returned with a custom-blended incense, one she claimed could cure what she saw as an affliction. Liam found it absurd, snapping a photo of the ornate box and posting it to his private story with a caption dripping in sarcasm. It wasn't long before his paranormal-obsessed roommate, Cody, sent him a frantic message. Cody's profile picture was a stylized sigil, a testament to his eccentric hobbies. He warned Liam that what he held was no simple therapeutic blend. It was a crimson essence, something far more insidious than any folk curse. 7 days of use, he claimed, and the user's very soul would be tethered to its creator. Any act of defiance against the creator's will would result in a slow, agonizing dissolution into nothing but a pool of blood. Liam dismissed it as Cody's usual brand of theatrical nonsense. The apothecary, Elias, had been in their small town of Port Blossom for over a year. His shop sold common scented candles and oils alongside his bespoke creations, which were rumored to cure all manner of ailments. Nearly every household had purchased something from him. If Cody's tales were true, the entire town would be his puppets. Yet life in Port Blossom remained stubbornly, peacefully mundane. The situation was spiraling into farce. Cody pressed, asking if the smoke that rose from the incense was crimson. It was. In the dark of Liam's room, the color was starkly vivid. He had come to enjoy watching the ruby tendrils unfurl and vanish into the air, a hypnotic ritual that often lulled him to sleep. Liam retorted that the incense itself was a dark red, so of course the smoke would be colored. Cody's frustration was palpable through the screen. He argued that it wouldn't matter if the apothecary was some beautiful, ethereal woman, but what if it was some withered old crone? Liam admitted he had never seen the man, but town gossip described him as male. A string of curses appeared from Cody. He then asked the crucial question: how many days Liam had been using it? Liam replied that it had been exactly 7. A new wave of panic emanated from his roommate. His mother's attempt to fix him had, in Cody's dramatic view, sealed his fate. Liam could only laugh. Cody warned him that this was no laughing matter and promised to drive down as soon as he finished his current paranormal investigation. His final, urgent instruction was for Liam not to meet the apothecary under any circumstances. Liam casually invited him for some of the local lobster rolls, which only exasperated Cody further. A sharp rap on his door was a far more immediate terror. Thankfully, it was just his mother, asking him to accompany her to the weekend farmer's market. The apothecary shop was located on the corner of their street, impossible to avoid. Liam had passed it 100 times but never seen the proprietor. A long line snaked out from the door. Peeking inside, he saw 2 people at work, a young woman at the counter and a heavy-set older man taking a customer's pulse. Elias was nowhere to be seen. Rumor painted him as a man in his late 20s who favored dark, flowing linen garments and wore his hair long, like a figure from an older, more romantic time. As Liam craned his neck, his mother tugged sharply on his arm, making a shushing sound. He turned to question her and froze. Walking toward them was a man who perfectly matched the description. The linen he wore was a gradient, from inky blue at his feet to a soft gray at his shoulders. His long, dark hair was loosely gathered with a simple silver clasp. Liam's steps faltered, his heart beginning to pound a violent rhythm against his ribs. He watched the man approach, and the moment their eyes met, a strange current, like a low-voltage shock, traced a path through his veins. He felt the fine hairs on his arms stand on end. The man's gaze was fleeting, casual glance before he brushed past them. Liam pressed a hand to his chest, struggling to calm the frantic beating of his heart, a profound sense of unease settling over him. His mother nudged him with her elbow, her voice a low hiss. She asked why he hadn't greeted the man, explaining that this was the most famous person in town. Elias, the apothecary who had crafted the very incense burning in Liam's room each night. The trip to the market passed in a haze. Liam was a ghost, his mind completely detached from his body. His brain was filled with the image of Elias's face, the elegant arch of his brows, the sharp intelligence in his eyes. It was the first time in his life he had felt such a visceral reaction to someone, a consuming preoccupation after a single, fleeting encounter. He turned to his mother, a sudden apology on his lips. Her face lit up, assuming he had come to his senses and was no longer interested in men. She praised the master's incense as a miracle. Liam tried to correct her, but they had already arrived back at the apothecary shop. The morning line had vanished. The curtain over the doorway was pushed aside, and Elias emerged. Liam's heart renewed its frantic pace. He couldn't tear his eyes away, yet he was terrified of meeting the man's gaze. His mother, however, strode forward excitedly, pulling Liam with her. She called out to Elias, who immediately turned his attention to them. Liam ducked his head, unable to face him. His mother gushed, thanking Elias profusely for the incense she had bought to cure her son's unnatural preference. She declared that after just a few days, Liam was already seeing the error of his ways. Liam could feel Elias's eyes on him. The apothecary's voice was gentle but held an undercurrent of authority when he stated that liking men was not an illness. His mother agreed effusively, adding that their family needed heirs. Liam's face burned with humiliation. He finally summoned the courage to look up. A faint smile played on Elias's lips, his eyes crinkling at the corners in a way that made him look cunning, fox-like. Liam was speechless. Before he could process anything, his mother was dragging him away. Back home, he splashed cold water on his face, but his hands wouldn't stop trembling. He sent a voice message to Cody, his voice shaking. He asked when he would arrive. Cody's reply was instant and alarmed, asking if he had met the apothecary. Liam confirmed that he had, and asked what he should do. Cody knew immediately, asking if Liam's heart had pounded the moment he saw him. It was true. Cody explained that the binding was now complete. If Elias made a request, Liam would be compelled to obey, or the horrific consequence would begin. Liam begged his friend to hurry. Cody promised to leave that night and be there by morning, urging him to stay home, stay calm, and not provoke Elias. Liam spent a restless night, the unlit incense sitting on his desk like a threat. He was up at dawn, waiting for Cody, but instead received a text with a picture of his roommate in a hospital bed. Cody explained that he had crashed his car. A fox had run into the road, and in swerving to avoid it, he'd been hit by another vehicle. The irony was not lost on him. He, a seasoned paranormal investigator, had been outsmarted by a simple fox. He told Liam he would come as soon as he was patched up. The mention of a fox sent a shiver down Liam's spine, a detail he hadn't shared with Cody. All three of the people in the apothecary shop had sharp, foxy features. He told his friend to rest, then went downstairs. His mother was speaking to someone at the front door. He peered over the railing and saw Elias standing on their porch. The strange feeling intensified. His mother spotted him and eagerly ushered him to the door. Elias watched him silently, then held out a thermal flask. Liam remained frozen, a mix of fear and shyness rooting him to the spot. His mother jabbed him in the ribs, urging him to take the offering. She explained that Elias had brewed a restorative broth for him, free of charge, and had insisted on delivering it himself. Liam asked how he knew where they lived. His mother explained that Elias remembered her from the shop registry. Liam still didn't move. Elias stepped forward, his fingers closing around Liam's hand to place the flask in it. The touch was electric. Elias spoke softly, explaining that he had noticed Liam looked pale the day before. Liam took a deep breath, trying to find any hint of malice or flirtation in the man's expression. But there was none. He asked what would happen if he didn't drink it. A small, sardonic smile touched Elias's lips. He suggested Liam could try it and see. Then he turned and walked away. After breakfast, Liam drank the entire flask of broth in one go, his senses too numb to register the taste. Later, his mother approached him, her tone hopeful. She believed that with the incense and the tonic, he was surely cured, and asked if he could now fulfill her wish. The mere thought of her schemes made him shudder. He shook his head, asking her if she truly trusted the apothecary so completely. She insisted she did, calling Elias a savior who had helped countless people in town. Liam argued that Elias's treatment of their family felt different. He reminded her of what had happened a year ago, when his brother's pregnant wife had been given an incense for peace and safe pregnancy. The result had been a stillborn infant without skin, a grotesque sight that had literally frightened his brother to death. He accused Elias's remedies of having the opposite of their intended effect. His mother flew into a rage, calling him a liar and demanding to know who had filled his head with such nonsense while he was away at college. She didn't know he had installed security cameras in the house, disguised as simple anti-theft devices. He told her that after using the incense, he was now the next victim. He confessed that his initial claim of being gay had been a lie, but now, after the incense, he couldn't finish the sentence, but she understood. Her eyes widened, tears streaming down her face as she shook her head in disbelief, threatening to break his legs if he was lying to her just to consort with some man. That afternoon, Liam took the empty flask and left the house. The camera feed on his phone showed his mother following him moments later. At the apothecary shop, only the woman was present. He told her he was there to return something to her boss. Instead of taking the flask, she led him down a corridor to a sliding door at the very end, took the flask, and gestured for him to enter. Inside, Elias sat at a low table, as if he had been expecting him. The door slid shut behind Liam. Elias's voice was laced with amusement as he asked why Liam had come to him directly. Liam clutched his chest, explaining that it felt as if he'd been summoned, that not coming would have severe consequences. As he approached, Elias grabbed his hand and pulled him down, causing Liam to stumble and fall across his lap. Elias's hand held the back of his neck, preventing him from rising. Their faces were inches apart. He glanced over Liam's shoulder toward the door. Liam knew his mother was out there, spying. Felt like a deliberate provocation. Liam, breathless, told him that the incense was wrong, that it was the reason he felt this way. Elias merely asked if he planned to submit or resist. Realizing this was a performance, Liam looked him directly in the eye. He declared that he would rather submit to someone he desired, even if that desire was manufactured, than be destroyed by his family. Elias watched him, intrigued, his fingers tracing Liam's jawline. A loud crash came from behind the door, followed by the sound of retreating footsteps. His mother was gone. Liam pushed himself away from Elias and backed toward the door. Elias didn't stop him, only murmured that he could leave now, but he had to be back before dark. Liam gave a curt nod and fled. He returned home to a scene of chaos. His mother was destroying everything, her hair wild, shrieking in despair. He waited by the door until she collapsed, sobbing, onto the floor. He went to her then, telling her that she must see now that Elias was trying to destroy their family, that he was after something they owned. Her eyes darted around, and her face went white. She mumbled something about her treasure being the target. She scrambled to her feet, grabbing his shirt and ordering him not to leave the house. She then left, her demeanor suddenly composed, saying she was going to see the old psychic by the swamp for help. He knew she was lying. A cold draft emanated from his mother's room, though the window was shut. The door slammed closed on its own. He didn't investigate. Just then, Cody called, announcing he was in town. Liam sent his location and waited outside. Cody pulled up in his car and limped toward him, surprisingly cheerful despite his accident. Liam tried to stop him from entering the house, him away, but Cody pushed past him, insisting it was his duty as a friend to help. Inside, Cody's first question was about the crimson essence. They went to Liam's room, and Cody examined the incense with a professional's eye, declaring it to be remarkably pure. When Liam asked if he could be saved, Cody sheepishly admitted he had been exaggerating. The crimson essence did create a bond, but it wasn't fatal. It had no negative side effects. The real mystery was why Elias would use such a rare and powerful tool just to make Liam fall for him. Cody theorized it must be a prank, a way to antagonize his mother. Liam shook his head. He was told the essence could only be used on one person, ever. Cody stopped pacing, his gaze fixed on a spot just above Liam's eyebrows. He mentioned a dark mist there, emanating from within Liam, as if being pushed out by a purifying force. He asked if Liam had consumed something to ward off evil. Liam remembered the broth Elias had given him. Cody joked about Elias wanting to fortify his body, then paused, realizing the implication. Elias had given him something protective. He was helping him. A loud thud on the door made them both jump. Liam's scalp prickled with a familiar dread. The sound was rhythmic, one knock per second, soon joined by identical sounds from all the walls, as if the room were surrounded. Cody, now terrified, slapped 2 paper talismans on the door and wall. The noise subsided briefly before returning with a manic, deafening intensity. Then silence. A chilling whisper slithered from under the door. It was his mother's voice, cold and unnatural. She called Liam's name, telling him she had found some nice girls for him, pleading with him to open the door, to just give her a grandchild to keep her company. The pounding resumed, more violent than before. Cody, pale and sweating, asked in a hushed, trembling voice if this was how his mother always pressured him. Liam confirmed that it was, explaining why he'd had to lie. Cody's eyes widened in horror. It was not human force making those sounds, he whispered. It was a ghost, a malevolent one. He grabbed a sword made of old coins from his bag and, after stuffing the box of incense inside, yanked open the door. A creature with the torso of a little girl but no legs lunged at them, crawling on its hands. Its skin was gray, its eye sockets empty and black, its mouth filled with sharp teeth. Cody slashed with the coin sword, and the creature shrieked, scuttling backward down the stairs. He grabbed Liam and they fled. In the yard, they saw his mother returning. She dropped a bag, and a bundled, dead infant rolled out. She ignored them, scooping up the bundle and cooing at it. The legless ghost girl appeared behind her, and she embraced it, calling it her treasure. Cody shoved Liam into the car and sped away, hands shaking. On Liam's phone, the security camera showed his mother setting the dead infant on the floor, encouraging the creature to eat. Her voice, Tinny, through the phone speaker, was chilling. She told her treasure that Elias had been suppressing them for a year, but now they would deal with him. Cody, listening, identified the creature as a living shade, a revenant sustained by consuming the dead. He realized it was Liam's stepsister. Overwhelmed, Cody slammed on the brakes in front of the apothecary shop and told Liam to get out. He tried to keep the incense as payment, but Liam fought him, snatching the box back before getting out of the car. As Cody drove off, Liam heard his mother's voice calling his name from down the street. The shop's curtain parted, and the female assistant beckoned him inside. He stumbled into the dim interior and collided with a firm chest. He looked up into Elias's calm face. The door was shut behind him, blocking out his mother's shouts. Elias led him upstairs, sat him down, and gave him a cup of tea. He spoke gently, noting that Liam's heart was racing even faster than before. He told him it was okay to let his emotions out. The years of fear and anxiety finally crested. Liam's body began to shake uncontrollably. All thoughts of love or desire were gone, replaced by pure terror of his home. He looked at Elias, whose expression was unreadably serene, and felt like a fool. He couldn't speak, the words caught in his throat. He didn't know if he could trust this man. Helping him might just be another, more terrible trap. He pushed Elias's hand away and stood to leave. The two assistants blocked the door. The girl told him his mother was waiting outside, demanding to see their boss. She accused him of dragging Elias into his family's mess and then trying to run away. She explained that the creature was bound to his house. Otherwise, it would have come for them already. From behind him, Elias's voice explained that the shade was intelligent. It stayed home to avoid capture. But if Liam stayed away too long, his mother would eventually bring it to him. The girl offered to simply destroy the shade, but Elias stopped her, explaining that destroying a living shade, a fusion of corpse and ghost, would damage her own spirit. She was a young fox spirit in training, he said, and could not undertake such a task. He then told Liam to go, that he wouldn't interfere unless Liam begged for his help. Liam, his fists clenched, asked why he had been given the crimson essence. He didn't turn to look at Elias. The answer came softly from behind him. His young assistant had given him the wrong box. It was a flimsy excuse. Liam walked out. His mother seized him, her voice a vicious snarl, telling him he couldn't escape his duty. He pulled away and walked toward the main road. He would rather be hit by a car than return to that house. His mother created a scene, throwing herself to the ground and wailing about her ungrateful son. A motorcycle suddenly sped out of an alley, and Liam was knocked to the ground, his legs screaming in pain. It was all fated. He couldn't escape. His mother triumphantly had the rider take them home. Back in the house, his mother picked up her phone to call the women she had arranged. Liam snatched it and smashed it on the floor. She attacked him, beating him with her fists. As she shrieked, the creature crawled out of her room and launched itself at Liam. It was cold and foul-smelling, and he couldn't pry it off. His mother smiled, telling her treasure to watch him while she went to get the girls. Suddenly, the creature recoiled, hissing. Liam felt a burning heat in his pocket. He pulled out the incense box. A wisp of red smoke was seeping from it. He opened it to find one of the blocks smoldering, though he hadn't lit it. The crimson smoke was thicker than before, coiling in the air before shooting toward the shade. The creature was enveloped, struggling against the red tendrils. His mother ran for water, but Liam grabbed her, locking her arms behind her back. He pinned her head to the coffee table, forcing her to watch. The creature shrieked and broke free, launching itself at Liam again. Another stream of red smoke shot from the box, straight as an arrow, and pierced the creature's head. It froze mid-air, its body dissolving into black smoke that quickly dissipated. It was gone. The red smoke vanished. In the box, one block of incense was now a pile of ash. His mother crumpled, weeping for her lost child. Liam calmly asked her why she couldn't let go. He asked if he and his brother weren't her children, too. He told her he knew the truth, that she was their aunt, who had taken them in after their parents died, that the town gossiped about her and her daughter, and how their grandfather and uncle had mistreated them. He said he had planned to take care of her, to be a real son. She just shook her head, staring at the spot where her daughter had vanished. As he comforted her, telling her he would stay, someone knocked on the door. It was Elias. As Liam went to let him in, he heard a soft thud. He turned back. His mother lay on the floor, a fruit knife in her chest, her eyes wide open in death. Liam ran to her, feigning grief, crying out her name. Elias walked past him, placing a comforting hand on his shoulder before going to cleanse the house of residual dark energy. Alone with the body, Liam watched his aunt's dead, guilt-ridden face, and a slow, triumphant smile spread across his own. She was finally dead. His words had been calculated to drive her to despair. The knife had been placed on the table for her to find. He had known about the creature since he was 8. He had planned everything. Bringing Cody in, provoking his mother against Elias, all to create a situation where the shade would have to be dealt with. Elias's intervention was the one variable he'd hoped for but hadn't counted on. Elias returned and lifted him from the floor. He tended to the wound on Liam's leg. Liam finally asked his name. Elias Thorne, he replied. Liam asked why he helped. Elias answered with a faint smile, suggesting it was a karmic debt from a past life. He spoke of a recurring dream where they were 2 fox spirits, and Liam had died saving him. He pointed out that Liam's own features, the sharp, upturned eyes, were more fox-like than his own. He then admitted the truth. The story about the wrong incense box was a lie. He had given it to Liam intentionally, afraid Liam wouldn't be able to handle the situation on his own. The binding of the essence was real but reversible. He picked up the incense box and noted that only 2 blocks were missing. Liam had only used it once. He had never been under the spell at all. His performance had been flawless. Elias confessed that some of it wasn't a performance. The visceral connection he felt the moment he saw Elias was real, a curtain lifting on something ancient and profound. But he had used it, manipulated it for his own ends. Elias then told him the final truth. He had known about the shade for a year. He was always going to intervene when Liam came home. He had wanted to create a scenario where Liam wouldn't feel indebted to him, but things had spiraled. He said he would handle the body, arranging everything quietly. He offered Liam a place to stay. As he spoke, a tremor ran through him. Liam steadied him, asking what was wrong. Elias admitted that destroying such a powerful entity had taken its toll. 3 days later, on New Year's Eve, Liam found himself scrolling through Elias's social media. A stream of posts complained of being sick, lonely, and cold. It was a clear invitation. He went to the shop. The 2 assistants were closing up. He went upstairs to find Elias on the sofa, wrapped in a thick blanket, looking artfully disheveled. The concern Liam felt was genuine and sharp. He adjusted the blanket, asking if he was okay. Elias coughed weakly, saying he would be fine in a few days, but being alone was difficult. Liam knew this was his chance. He told Elias he would take care of him. Elias looked up at him, a challenge in his eyes. Liam brushed the hair from his face. Elias asked him, his voice a low murmur, "For how long?" "A lifetime," Liam replied, taking his hands. A surge of warmth and security, feelings he had never known, filled him. Elias pulled him down, and Liam didn't resist, settling into an embrace. He whispered into Elias's ear that his feelings were real. "Mine too," Elias confessed, his grip tightening. He then admitted his own manipulations. The injury was a sham. Cody was his nephew, enlisted 2 years prior to watch over Liam after Elias first saw him at the university and fell instantly in love. Everything, from Cody's panicked to his accident, had been orchestrated to push Liam toward him, to let Elias be the hero, and to win the heart of the boy he already loved. He was a fool in love, but a calculating one.